Welcome to Your Bookkeeping Matters. I'm Lisa Turner, bringing you short and snackable weekly episodes on bookkeeping and business matters in an easy to understand way so you can be in control and confident that you know your bookkeeping matters. Let's dive into this week's episode. Welcome to today's episode on using accounting software. Are you wasting money on the wrong one? Because if you're leveling up your business, you must be using accounting software. My personal advice is to always use software from the start. It pays for itself with the benefits and time saving. I know there are spreadsheet users out there, and that might be perfect for you in the early days. But to grow and take next steps, accounting software is non-negotiable. If you're already on accounting software and feeling like it's not the best one for you and not sure what you should be looking for, this will also be great for you. Let's dive straight in and give you some insight and tips to check if what you're using is the right one for you. Here at My Practice Accounted For You, we are Xero software only for lots of personal and business reasons. Back in the early days, I was a partner for 3 main software programs. As I grew, I knew it wasn't sustainable or productive to be continually learning and keeping up to date with 3 software systems, having 3 sets of processes for the team, and so on. So I went through all my processes, which software I like using the most, the usability, which features, which add-ons, what were most of my clients using, and a few other things. And Xero, by far, was my favorite. And here we are today, Xero only, and loving it. For those new to accounting software and wondering what the heck is Xero, that's Xero, Xero accounting software. And I honestly can't say enough good things about it. But you, as a business owner, need to do exactly the same thing. Work out what your business needs, what you like using, and a few other considerations. Because if you're on the wrong one, you absolutely could be wasting valuable time and money. And I want to make sure that's not you. First up, ask yourself, what features do you need? Do you have complex inventory management where your inventory will be managed in accounting software and not an external platform like Shopify and Vend and those types of software? Most accounting software has inventory capabilities but covers basic needs only. And I say most because there are a couple that do a bit of a better job. So if you choose the wrong one, you might end up manually tracking inventory and paying for software that doesn't actually help you streamline and grow your business. So while we're on inventory, if you do have an external sales platform or website that does the selling for you or an inventory management system, it would be absolutely ideal if they integrate with your accounting software. It's not always required or not always needed. We have a mix of clients integrated and not integrated, as this is a case by case for us as to what works best for you, the individual client. We don't have a one size fits all approach for our clients, and we take each client and look at what they need. But if you would like it or need it integrated, not all accounting software can integrate with add-ons. And even if they do integrate, they might be really quite limited in what software that they can integrate with. So when I say integrate, let me clarify, that means feeding your sales or inventory figures over to your accounting software to take care of some of the data entry for you and keep things up to date on a daily basis for you. So this is a really big consideration when you're looking at accounting software, because you don't want to waste money on accounting solutions that actually make things harder or more manual for you. You would be wasting money on the wrong software when you could pay a little bit more for a different solution that takes care of everything for you. Now, do you have loads of staff or even only a few staff but need award interpretations, allowances automated, loading automation, rostering, time and attendance, and all those things that are included with a complex payroll system. In this case, there are only a few accounting packages that will have a more robust payroll system included because most of them only have a basic payroll function, which works brilliantly for nearly everyone. 90% of our clients use the Xero built-in payroll, and that's all they need. But there are a handful of our clients that use add-on or external payroll software, such as MicroKeeper, WageEasy, Deputy, KeyPay, or other solutions. So if this is you and you need that, it would be great to make sure the accounting software you choose integrates with this external payroll system that you're on. It's not a deal breaker if it doesn't, but it's certainly something to consider when choosing your accounting software. Now, I could be here all day talking to you about the features and the cost of using the wrong software because there are so many different ones. My point is to note down what you need for your business and make sure the software you choose has those things. Don't go with the software that your best friend uses or loves, or the one your parents use in their business. Dare I say, don't even use the one your tax agent or bookkeeper uses, because what they use isn't always right for you. And if they work with you, they will either let you know they don't use that software that you're on, or they will use that software that you want to use. I'm straight up and honest with potential clients on this as well. In our discovery call, if they genuinely need something besides Xero, I let them know and that they'll need to work with another bookkeeper. They don't have to use Xero if they don't want to or it doesn't suit them. And they don't have to use Xero because that's what I use. It's really different for everyone. I'm pretty biased though. Xero does suit most people. If you're not sure which features you need or that even exist, Google accounting software and check out a few of the different ones. Read the features that are included on different plan levels to see which ones you need, because not all features are available on all plan levels of the software. So you might need easy integration or multi-user access or even mobile access, foreign currency, payroll, invoicing with automation and reminders. They're just some of the ones that you might need to think about. The main players in Australia all do the same things that you need and comply with financial reporting and GST requirements, but each in a different way with different plan level inclusions and different user experiences actually navigating through the software. If you have no add-on needs, you have basic bookkeeping needs, and your bookkeeper or tax agent uses a specific one, 100% take their advice and go with what they use and recommend. But if you're not sure, ask questions. The next thing I want you to think about is your accounting skills and how tech savvy you are. If you don't have the skills to do the bookkeeping and think it's all above your head, check out episode 10, Should You Outsource or DIY Your Books? Because something I see a lot of is people signing up for software, be it the right or the wrong one, and never using it because they don't know how and it fell in the too hard basket. Or they just don't have the time. So they're wasting money on software that they're not using. If this sounds like you, hook up with a brilliant bookkeeper, I know a good one, and get their help on choosing the software and looking after it all for you. Then there's no money wasted on unused accounting software. And if you're keen to look after it yourself and you're really tech savvy, a lot of the software options have either a demo file, a free trial, or videos that you can watch to see what they're like to use and if you feel like that's a good one for you to use. Because some can feel extremely clunky and hard to find your way around, and others just don't seem to click or gel with you. So please take that into account when searching so you don't pay for the best one one only to waste money on it because you just simply don't use it or like it. Now, every Google search you do will come up with a different software platform and recommendations because they're written by someone else. So it's their personal thoughts and recommendations. And some of them also might be ads that are popping up in your search results. So they're paying to be up the top there to pop up in front of you. It doesn't mean it's the right one for you. I've had clients come on board with the wrong software for them simply because it was the first one at the top of their search results. It's a good marketing ploy, but it's not great for the small business. Keeping track of your finances can be absolutely challenging enough for you. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Make sure you have the right accounting software in your tech stack. If you're thinking you want to go budget friendly and go with the cheapest or even a free option, pay peanuts and get monkeys. The same goes for software. You pay more for a better product and features. I never recommend the free software versions because more often than not, they don't meet storage and security requirements that the other big players do. They generally aren't capable of GST tracking or reporting for us here in Australia, and they create more headaches than they solve. They just simply don't have the features or the reporting or the things that you need because they don't do all the things a paid software can do. But yes, absolutely, consider the cost as part of your decision-making process. But don't make that the deciding factor, not just with software, but for anything in your business. Always take everything into consideration. Now, my last tip on accounting software is to make sure it's the right one for you and you're not wasting money. If it's not your forte, get a professional to set it up for you. It's of no use if it's not set up right and you can't get the accurate information that you need at your fingertips. I have a video on setting up Xero if you decide that's the one for you. I'll link that in the show notes. I am biased, of course, like I mentioned, but most times it is so the perfect solution for SMEs, that's small to medium businesses. Even some large ones, it works really well for. So if you're keen to get into using Xero or already are and want to hand it over to a professional, book a discovery call with me and I will link that in the show notes where you can book a discovery chat, and I would love to have a chat with you. Thanks for listening along. I love chatting software and tech stack, so I was really excited to share this one with you. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next episode where I'm chatting with a wonderful guest on helping you get out of your own way to grow your business and, of course, your revenue. Up-leveling your business and finances is what this season is all about. I will catch you then.